right. I am now recording.
But,
So, yeah, now I have a backup of the VOD, so gives us good
I
thing we
mean,
had the delay,
well,
because I completely forgot to start recording from my end. I know Twitch is going to save the VOD, but it didn't last time, so this time I'm going to make sure to keep a backup VOD.
one thing I always try to do in Black White lower tiers is just try to copy a playstyle from Overused and just um, use it in lower tiers. For example, like this really oftentimes used hyper offense team with like Scammery with Casterberry and then like five random sweepers and stuff like that. I tried to make that work in lower tiers and it does work. So I just used, for example, instead of Jelly Sand, I just used Frillish with the same set with like rest and recover, and then Pineco for hazards, and then just four random physical sweepers, and it did work out. So I would really like to see something like that. Hyper offense is always great to watch.
Yeah, it's interesting, too, because I feel like if you get to see the hyper offense, it's going to be a faster game, but also that gives the person that is either also playing like if the person's not playing hyper offense, you just get to see how they think at a little bit of a deeper level, because it's like now you have to understand what your opponent's going to do and try and see their win con almost in advance. And considering this is a generation where you can have a lot of heat sets that just pull random coverage, stuff from the playbook that you'd never even notice without taking deeper looks, it's kind of hard to get a read on some of that stuff.
Yeah, and I really want to see slacking.
Slacking would be fun. We saw slacking last stream with Durza versus Durza versus Elodin. We did see a slacking come out, and that slacking was in 100 different ways beneficial just to the way Durza was playing when he used it. Banded slacking pretty much took a name every single time it came in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we are discussing slacking right now in the council, see if it is broken or not.
No way.
But
No way. I
I
don't
mean,
I don't think it's broken in any way, shape, or form. Like me personally,
yeah.
I don't think it's broken.
Also, there are certain moves that can completely counter it, like protect. And yeah, but still, I mean, the problem with Bandit slacking is still that you just get a kill every time it switches in.
Yeah, there
And
is yeah,
uh,
there's an SPL game going on. That's what the delay's for, by the way.
uh,
So,
which one? The dice game?
yeah, Dice Cats Lagoon is happening.
Hmm.
Yokins. Do I put it on stream? Because like I'm recording
Yeah,
and I
sure
can
you
just
can. I
stream.
mean, dice
Stream.
is
Y'all want to watch Dice
dice will
versus
win,
Cats
but
Lagoon? A completely different game than what you came for.
yeah,
But
but dice just wins. So
this is yeah. Okay, hold up. I'm actually just gonna pull up. This is not Bush versus Tsunami. This is OU. But yeah, like just look at this game. Like this dude brought 6-0 by Thundi. So we're just waiting on this to happen, assuming Focus Blast doesn't miss. Like yeah, like who brings 6-0 by Thundi in OU? That's unfortunate.
I mean, it's black and white.
Right.
uh,
Streambot on
I
this
I
is gonna
played it
go
a
crazy.
lot.
Streambot in this is gonna
I
go
play
so crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I played it a lot back in the day, and I mean, Thunderous T is always a threat.
Right. Thundi
Unless
T
you're
is
using
insane.
like Chansey, which you don't really use
You
right
still
now.
you still lose. You still lose the Thundi T. There's this thing called a Focus
Yeah,
Blast. Like you just still lose.
yeah. But yeah, this game is looking pretty much over at this point, unless he doesn't use HPIs. Yeah, it's
Right.
over.
It's over. All right. Cool. Did he forfeit or
Mm-hmm.
good?
That's just one.
All right. Um. Cool. All right, Bush should be starting soon. So
One question.
hit me.
Craggy.
Scraggy?
Craggy was Black and White CU once, right?
What?
Or not? I don't know. I don't know. I just had this random thought.
Yeah, no, Scraggy's PU. So we had it at one point, but it's PU now.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had it at one point.
Yeah, but we never used it because, like,
Yeah.
it would have never been good. Like, here's the thing: Scraggy's very good. It never would have been good in the way we were playing ZU, just because its checks were very focused.
Yeah.
We are still waiting on Bush Shake.
Because I was thinking about random mons we could get from PU that would really benefit our meta. And I was thinking about Morvile, but maybe it would be too broken, but at least it would take some... It would really make all the physical attackers in the tier a lot worse. And make stuff like Persian, for example, less spammable. And also Dragonair.
Right. Okay, so we're just waiting on Shake. Bush told me he sent the challenge. We're waiting on Shake, which is not that bad. I'm just gonna pull up Crucify versus Sloth King pin. This is we get to see another SPL game. Hold up, I'm just gonna pull this up because it's better. Yeah. This is also not Bush versus Tsunami, but I guess it's better this than just listening to us talk for like hours. Because we're waiting on Shake. We are.
These are the teams I want to see in Blackwood overused. I want to see Aerodactyl hyper offense.
How is this already over? This game is already over. OU stream. Ping may be a genius.
Is this Carfladios?
Maybe. I'm just seeing like Volk and I'm like, yeah, no, that the game's over. Game's over before it even started.
Yeah, White Corona just wins, but
Alright. Oop, can't do that.
Okay.
Right. Okay, I gotta put it back to the other window, so that way it's not taking up the whole stream. But seriously, we have like maybe 5 more minutes of waiting we have to do. A lot of people suddenly came into stream. Hello, everyone. There's like 16, 17 people in chat right now. I think it's because they saw the game in the window. No, sorry, that was an OU game I had pulled up because we are waiting on Shake to accept the challenge. But it is me and D&B. I'm gonna like post an SPL chat. I mean a Smogtor's chat. Oh my god, there's so many games going on right now. So many SPL games are happening at this moment. I think the game should be starting soon though. I think, do we go back to watching SPL? I'll let chat take a vote to it. Is there like a vote function that you can use on Twitch? I've seen people use something similar, but I have no idea how to use it. I'm not very familiar with the Twitch UI.
I would go back to it.
It's
really interesting.
We'll put a vote to it in chat. You guys want to watch SPL while we wait for Shake to accept?
White Corona just wins right now, so...
Is it really? Is the game already over? It's crazy.
Almost.
There's no way. Hold up. Oh my lord. I started stream early because I was like, oh, these guys are Tours players. They're going to want to play the game as soon as they've scheduled, and everything's going to happen fine and dandy, and we're not going to be waiting here for 40 minutes, so I should be ready to go. We've spent like 20 minutes talking now. I pulled up stream way too early. but it's not the end of the world. I think it helps a lot that I have someone else on cast with me. Like, if I did this and I was just by myself, it would be a wrap. Like, I just turn off stream and turn it back on later.
No, you just have to start a conversation with the chat. You just have to pull up some random users like this guy, Big BT Boy, um, who is also a Black and White Sea Council member, and just ask them how are they feeling that everyone is just using their sample teams in this big tournament.
That is true. I actually
And
have noticed that. There's a lot of sample team usage.
yeah, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank him for all these free wins because most of the sample teams just lose to one certain mon. So
Wow. A call out. Absolute call out. That's crazy.
you know, there is like this one team that is really threatening, and it has Arbok with Troy, and Arbok with Troy is super strong. And thank God I had the Importable of the team, and then I just saw Seed Bomb as its fourth coverage move, and then I was like, oh my God, thank God I have Vomit and Trash. And then Vomit and Trash just stalled my opponent out, and I 6-0'd him.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I mean, Vomit and Trash has gone a long way. And right now it's still up there at the top, and right now it's also running cool moves like Himpower Ground or Himpower Fighting, which I also really like. Because back in the day everyone was using Gyro Ball, and Gyro Ball was like really bad on it, and then some people figured out that Flash Cannon is just better.
Yeah, Flash Cannon's good. I don't remember who started the trend of using hidden powers on...
Hello. I always used it to defeat Pawniard.
Right. Someone started the trend of using HP Ice, though. I can't remember who it was, but someone started the trend of using, like, very weird hidden powers to beat Emolga. I actually think that might have been Tack.
HP Ice.
Yeah, people were using HP Ice to beat Emolga. And it was, like, the weirdest thing ever. Because, like, HP Fighting was just outright better. Since you hit on.
I mean, because against HP Ice, I mean, I guess it forces Emolga into a 50-50. Do we go for Encore or for Roost? But still, I don't know.
I
think HP Ice is bad.
I liked using HP Ground. Like, I personally liked using HP Ground, because you'd see a lot of, what's the name of the mon? It's four times weak to ground. It's Magnemite. You'd see a lot of Magnemite.
Magnemite.
Yeah, no, seriously. When you brought Wormadam Trash, like, back in, like, Zoopal 1, Zoopal 2, when it was, like, super relevant to bring Wormadam Trash all the time, people started running Magnemite to catch that. So I just started running HP Ground. And that was just kind of the thing. Because, like, the thing is, before this tour, there were maybe, like, 3-4 Black-White ZU players ever. You know, like, getting games was literally just going into Discord and asking one of the 4 people that understood the meta to play it with you.
I mean, I just sent you my super secret Magnemite team. And it also reused Seedra, which is also so cool. But sadly, it's just bad right now. But, yeah.
Alright. Cannot believe I'm still waiting on this match to start.
I mean, I think Magnemite is really, really bad.
I think it's okay. I've been using it with Shelgon plus Dragonair, like Dragmag style teams, and it's been working out for me.
Of course, that is one niche, but still. It just dies to everything. That's the problem. You can take it at most one hit. And that's it. And then if your opponent brings a ground type, or something like Meganium or something, you're just sad.
Yo, where is Shake? It's been a good second. I'm so sorry for, like, everyone being bored to death on stream. Oh, someone's telling me you have an echo. Hold up, I'll turn you down. I'll turn him down a little bit. Try again, DB.
Yes, I will try again.
Is anyone hearing an echo from DNB? The Great Seed Bomb versus Earthquake Arbok debate. That's not even a debate. Like, I genuinely just think EQ is objectively better in every way, shape, form, fashion, method.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like,
For sure. I mean,
you go.
in certain teams it could make sense, but even then I would rather run Aqua Tail instead of Seed Bomb.
It's like, I wouldn't even run Seed Bomb to hit the thing Seed Bomb hits. Because then it's like, at that point, just run Quake plus Sucker. Because I don't think there's anything in the tier that really gets past that combination effectively, other than Soul Rock. And Soul Rock is not where... Oh, is that it? Are we going?
Yes.
Okay, this is it. Hey, okay, we're in. Let's go. Alright. We are in! Yeah, it's like a team preview here. Interesting team.
Okay, so I shouldn't say the sets I think they will use, right? In advance.
Nah, you wanna just kind of reveal information like
Yeah.
what are we looking at right now with these teams?
I always like seeing Pikachu. Pikachu is really good. And yeah, I mean from Bushtush we have Dragonair, which looks kind of strong, supported. Ooh,
Hold up, what just happened? All right.
Laren and Bibarel, really interesting.
Chat's going wild. I think the matchup here is actually really favored for Bushtush because you have what's probably Liba Barrel, typical offense outside of that, Laren, Emolga, Meganium, Dragonair, Arbok. But the thing is that Shake brought T-Spikes. Shake is Maya Tokizaki, so they're on the far end. And that Beedrill is it's most definitely here for T-Spikes.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some Choice Scarf Beedrills, but in general I think T-Spikes are just better to use. I mean, Poison types are really common in this meta, but if your opponent doesn't bring a Poison type, T-Spikes usually just win.
Right, and this is kind of huge.
Yeah. So thank God Bushtush has his Arbok in the bag, but yeah, in general I also think Bushtush has the matchup.
Right, this is most definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I think Walrein is also kind of huge for Shake here. Like, just look at Walrein Chew, and then look at the amount of checks Bushtush actually has that. We're going to get started. Term 1 going out. We're going to see the Drillbur come out against the Emolga. Interesting position here, because Emolga can use Rock Tomb, which means it can actually put Emolga into a position where it's slower. But the first turn thing you're always looking for is the Taunt into Rocks. We're going to see Taunt into Toxic.
What?
That's... Wow. Yeah, Taunt into Toxic. I mean, even then, no, Taunt is like super common. I don't know why he's saying C-Tuned.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand the Toxic. And now U-turn. Okay, and the Rocky Helmet. Okay, so interesting. So the question is, who has rocks?
I mean, I think rocks are going up from both players.
Yeah.
Because I think what happens here is Bush presses Surf. Oh, he just goes straight for rocks. That was something. Burning straight into that was not the play. Honestly, I would have put rocks up if I were him. Because now you're taking Scald damage. Has the bulk.
Yeah, and
never mind.
The Soul Rock is kinda important. I mean, no, it's just that, but
yeah, it doesn't. Still. He doesn't have an Emolga stop now, so that's going to be really big for Bush going forward. The up is important though. We're gonna see it come back up. T-Wave into the muck. I mean, it prevents it from being burned. So if that's sub focus punch, that's going to be a situation where now Bush has to adapt. If the sub goes up, he doesn't really have a lot to stop sub punch. As well as this Muck being able to tech on a lot of moves, maybe some coverage for Arbok. What do you think is going to be the set going forward, coming from this Muck?
I think Sub Punch is right now the best set on it. For sure, because without it you can't really beat stuff like Clefairy or other defensive cores. And it looks like... Oh, okay. That was a
Uh,
lot of damage
yeah,
from
Black
Poison
Sludge.
Jab.
So it's most definitely 252 ATA. That is a lot of damage coming out from that. But I also think that um, the fact that Muck has Black Sludge revealed and didn't do anything other than just go for P-Jab, which most sets run, I don't think that's too revealing for any set. Now, if you're Bush, you're just looking to try and push a little bit of an advantage. You know, you don't want to throw out anything too risky. We're going to see this Arbok coming out in the field. Pretty standard stuff. You're going to see a Coil come out here. Maybe it's got some kind of trick up its sleeve to handle this Drillbur coming in for the Rapid Spin. This could be the Aqua Tail or Seed Bomb we were talking about earlier.
I don't think so. The question rather is if Drillbur, which item does it run? Because I think without any Violet, it will just die to Earthquake.
Right. It's probably a Violet.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it kills +1. Like, you know, we're gonna sit here and kind of calc it. I can't actually change windows without messing with stream, so I have to head calc. But I do not think. Yeah, Arbok survives. I think Arbok survives, unless it's just something weird like Choice Man. But you don't see that, so that's not happening. I think just kind of looking at the first few turns here, the first thing you notice is that Shake does not seem to be very familiar with the meta. He's kind of talking about in chat. Earthquake does 62. That is revealed to Violet. Earthquake does 94, netting the kill. Wow. Wow. The calc lied. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, Bushtush is still in a pretty good position right now because he can just go in a Pokemon that's just faster, revenge kill right here, and after that, I mean, Walrein is still really scary.
Right, and this is most definitely a game where Shake was gonna be starting in a bad position, but now it's like Bush is kind of cornered. I mean, he has a Molga, but he can't let that thing take a lot of damage. It's definitely got Taunt Roost. It's going to be able to do a few things and kind of get the position back for itself, but it has to be careful here because it doesn't have a lot of bulk to go around, and Pikachu E-Speed definitely kills from, I believe, around 75. That Arbok dying is just so big for Shake. Like, it's definitely not the position Bush just wants to be in. That damage coming out is something of its own craziness.
Yeah, and I mean, T-Spikes are now also a possibility.
I mean,
just
I
get some extra damage at Dragonair and Meganium.
Right.
But yeah, he can grab a free kill right now. Yeah, it goes with Soul Rock. Can we see a Roost?
There you go. What a read. Yeah, good to get that health back. You're probably going to see the U-turn here, giving it a little bit of extra momentum. Just because, you know, it's like a pretty obvious play. I don't think there's anything Shake can do to stop the U-turn. Like, you maybe see go to Walrein.
Do you want to U-turn here?
I mean, if you're Bush, like if I'm Bush, I U-turn here. Because U-turn gets rid of the, he burns the Flying Gym into the Soul Rock. But I was thinking, like, you know, get the U-turn off. Gets rid of the Soul Rock. If they go Walrein, you can go Meganium. If they go Beedrill, you go to Larian. You know, there's a lot of plays you can have. So it's not like U-turn puts you in any sort of negative position. But this is kind of what you have to worry about.
First.
Right. And now this
is the problem.
I don't think this is actually all that bad for Bush. Never mind that Ice Beam. Yeah, Walrus is crazy here. No, Meganium wins. Meganium wins, actually. Because Meganium can stay in on the Walrus. It actually doesn't care. And because Muck is paralyzed, that means this longevity is really cut into. E-Speed range next time you go in, that is true.
I was really hoping for Swords Dance Meganium.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just Spadef set. But it definitely stays in and gets the... It stays in and gets it. Okay, now we're going to see that play Giga Drain coming out from the Meganium. You either Dragon Tail on the T-Spike, just call him out for it, or you go to Larian and eat the U-turn. But I really don't think you even want to do that because Drillbur in the back.
Yeah,
Eating
I
eating that
think
hit
the
was so
play's just.
crazy.
I think you have to Dragon Tail and hope that something happens. I think
Right.
Dragon Tail is always the play here.
I don't know. You could call Poison Jab. That's the thing. If you call Poison Jab and go Larian, you get a huge advantage out of almost nowhere. Now, we're going to see that U-turn coming
Yeah.
out here from the end of B-Drill. I think Bush did opt for Dragon Tail. There it is. Alright, Drillbur comes out. Definitely can't outbreak the Meganium. That's a free synthesis turn if you're in the position of Bushtush. Or you could get a little risky and opt to Dragon Tail back in the B-Drill, as we're going to see the Drillbur going down to a Giga Drain. Rocks are now down, so that means the longevity of both the B-Drill and the Wall Rain has been extended a lot. I think
Yeah.
you see, one of two calls here.
Oh. I don't know. Beedrill didn't do that much damage with U-turn, so I guess it's defensive.
Maybe. I think defensive is kind of an odd set to be running here. Timer may be the enemy here, because Bush only has like 30 seconds on clock. We are going to see the synth, though. You definitely go Larian here. Yep, here it is.
Yeah, we will see a substitute. Nope.
Attempted substitute. Maybe. Paralysis here sucks. Yeah. No, he missed head smash.
Oh, it's just Fire Punch. Okay, it's fine.
Just Fire Punch. Yeah, no, this is still playable. Muck just taking that hit. Does not care. Someone ban that person in chat. If I have a mod, please. Yeah, and here comes the Wall Rain. It's back out. I think... yeah, Shake has to win a call here, actually. I was thinking maybe just sack the D-Nair. Okay, he does win that call. Crit is going to be kind of important, actually, because now I don't think Meganium eats the next hit. You're going to see going back to the Larian. Not getting any sort of progress right now. This is just kind of scary. This is huge.
Yeah. Meganium. I mean, does he call it?
He calls the Surf again. There's just no point doing it, though. You just aren't getting... faster. Yeah, you just aren't getting any sort of advantage out of this. You're just kind of chipping away at your own health bars.
I think Bushtush didn't think that Walrein would be faster than Meganium.
Right. Ice Beam comes out, does take the hit. You only, you take the hit from, 50, 60, if I recall correctly. Now you have to go D-Nair. Just tough game, honestly. Tough end game. A lot of weird calcs happened. I think key moment there between the two games, between this game, was just Drillbur managing to live that Quake and then fire off an Earthquake back and kill Arbok at +1.
Yeah, I have to calc that now myself because...
Bush said calc lied, so I think he may have been calcing a different set than what was shown. It might just be full attack Ada.
Full attack Jolly does 85 at least.
Oh wow, that is a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, so it probably is full attack Ada then. That hit just kind of matters then. We're gonna tab out of here and then we'll go.
Maybe the play was to call again on that turn, because on +2, Earthquake might kill the Drillbur after. But I think, that one turn really changed everything. And yes, in this situation, Seed Bomb would have been better.
Yeah, a rare situation where that just kind of pans out that way. But I think Walrein was just kind of huge in that matchup. I don't know what to do there. That was a playable game. I just don't really know what you could have done in Bush's position once that happened, the second that thing died, it was just entirely different ball game.
Yeah, Walrein is definitely a really, really scary Pokemon. The problem is just that some certain special walls, like Clefairy, for example, just don't care about it. But if you don't have Clefairy, or anything similar, it most of the time just wins. And it's really bulky, can take some hits, can kind of take acrobatics from Emolga. Yeah, it's just the Rock's weakness. They kind of hold it back, but I think this was an kind of offensive wall rain from Shake.
Right. And game 2 will be starting soon, so kind of just like think about what if you're in Bush's position, what do you think you want to bring game 2? Like what kind of team do you want to bring game 2? What is a mon you may want to see going into this if you're gonna get some advantage? Actually, we're gonna go straight into game 2. It's already up.
Munchlax. It's Munchlax.
Munchlax? Yeah, we do see Munchlax.
Yeah.
Actually, oh, this is my team. Hello. Yeah, this is actually my team. So, and we're gonna see a very typical hyper offense coming from the end of Shake. See this team get passed around a lot. So for those of you who don't know, this team has been passed around everywhere. Quiver Dance, Dragon Dance, Nasty Plot with Slackberry on the Semi-Seer. It is Scarf, Mime, Healing Wish, and Nasty Plot Raichu. Just a lot of hyper offense tools. We're going to see this set come. Wow, he didn't change the nickname. No! No, he didn't change the nick. It actually has my nicks on there. Uh-oh. Let's hope Shake did not do his homework, because my teams are actually posted in Discords. Because, like, I use that team. Wait, no, this team isn't posted. Never mind. Only Bush has his team. I did just check to see what teams I posted, so... We are good, but this is actually my team. He didn't change the nickname, which sucks. We're going to see the Discharge come out into the Raichu. That is a free stage for Raichu.
To be honest, I think Shake has the matchup again.
Shake does, yeah, no, this matchup is very favorable for this team. I do remember that. We're going to see actually going probably into hard Munchlax.
Raichu's Nasty Plot?
I mean, still, I think it lives the Focus Blast. Yeah, it lives the Focus Blast, so it's not going to be lights out yet. I think you're just scared of HP Grass. You know, if you go Marsh Tomp, you're scared of HP Grass. So if you're Bushtush, you kind of want to just focus on, okay, what is this thing going to do to fire back?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine to just get a big hit off on Munchlax.
Right. And this team is actually really good, so...
Yeah.
Incredible matchup. It's kind of a tough one to play, really.
I really didn't like the Discharge on turn 1.
He was probably going straight for the kill on the barrel. Like, it was ballsy, but I commend the play. Because, you know, you just want to stop rocks from going up, is what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Typically, you lead rocks into rocks on this matchup because you want rocks up as soon as possible. There's no spinner on this team. No way to stop Mothim from taking that damage other than taunting out the rocker. So you will see a lot of teams just go straight for rocks up in this matchup, especially if you're playing against Shake's team. But if you're Shake, the fact that he just went right into Raichu is kind of impressive. Because, like, imagine if that was, like, Fly Gem and just took out half your Raichu and still got the extra turn.
Yeah, and also many Molgas don't run an electric attack.
Oh, this I'll spoil its special side. I'll spoil it.
Yeah, but still, I guess he was rather expecting the taunt or something similar. Oh, that's the Focus Blast. 42.
Right. That Life Orb damage does kind of come in use here. I think you may see Bush go for the rest.
I mean, doesn't Dragon Dance kind of win?
Dragon Dance? No, this is especially defensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is especially defensive, so it's... You can just kind of tell from Calc that +1 Focus Blast only doing 42 is kind of, you know, just a massive eat for D-Nair. Even though its bulk is pretty good, nothing like that would happen if you were offensively invested.
Yeah. Oh,
HP,
it's HP Ice.
HP Ice reveal. Here comes the rest. 51 on the hit. Rest isn't actually too bad for you here. Honestly, you just press Sleep Talk and pray you roll Dragon Tail. HP Ice coming out again, doing 49. Low end of the roll this time. Dragonair may get the Sleep Talk it needs. It does, but it misses. It's fortunate.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Munchlax should take this Focus Blast, but at this point, yeah, I think Shake is pretty happy with this result in the end.
Yeah, it's not that. That's a lot of progress to get against this team. You do have the Munchlax in a position where it's going to be forced to rest real soon. I think he may actually just go for Rocks Up with the barrel, threaten the taunt to make sure
Yeah.
that Munchlax cannot rest in its face. The thing is, though, if you're Shake, you just lost probably your most reliable answer against Poniard, other than winning a 50-50 with Simisear. Because, like, the thing.
Ooh, Poniard.
Yeah, the thing is, Raichu kind of has a little bit of bulk on it, so it can afford to eat a neutral Sucker Punch, so no boosts. It can afford to eat a neutral Sucker Punch and kill back in return with no chip on it. But in that position, you just kind of lost your ability to take care of Poniard.
Yeah. I mean, one problem I have with the team from Shake is that it just loses to Rocks and Persian, for example, or just in general any fast mon that's a physical attacker. Because the only mon that can really take a hit is like Dragonair, which is forced to rest a lot of the time.
Right. And now if you're Shake, you're a little worried. Because you're like,
Yeah.
what do I do? Munch being chipped here is huge. Because now this thing can't take repeated hits from Mothim. And that means Mothim either gets the chance to set up in its face, or it lets Munch rest up by going into something else. The game plan, if you're Shake, is stop Munchlax from resting. If that thing gets a rest off, then your game plan becomes a lot harder.
I mean, I'm guessing this is Rest Talk with Whirlwind.
Yeah, it's rest off with Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Because Curse runs chip away.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think you have to go for the 50-50 with the barrel.
You may have to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go barrel and just taunt, I mean, what's the worst that happens? You get Parrot on Body Slam. Oh, here comes Simisear.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna risk the Focus Blast. Actually, I think this set has low kick. I'm not 100% familiar with the team,
Wow.
but the team is public, so any sort of set reveal in this is just something that either player could find if they have the team on hand.
The team from Bush is super safe against Simisear.
Right.
We see Emolga. Ooh.
He's Focus Blast. Fighting Gym, too. Absolutely no damage whatsoever. And now the Electric Immune is gone, so we might see just a bunch of Discharge coming out here. Alright, we're going to see a U-turn, a little bit of a safe play. Probably going hard Grumpig this turn. We're going to see Marshtomp come out instead. I think he's looking for Rocks Up. Yeah, this is definitely looking for Rocks Up. Although I think this may be Hidden Power Grass. It does eat, especially defensive. Wow, just goes for the kill. Okay, then.
But this opens now up a setup for Mothim, for example.
Yeah, it does.
And
this Marshtomp is toxic, though, so if it gets that off, then it could be a little scary. I don't know. That's a tough situation to be in. I would have Roxed Up.
Yeah.
Because you can always just go Grumpig. Alright. I think this is a taunt turn. I think if you're Shake, you taunt. Because that's special defensive. There you go. He went for rocks. He went for rocks.
I'm always wrong.
No. That's a tough turn. It's a weird turn to play. Like, this matchup in particular, that is a very weird turn to play. Usually what I do is I go Emolga, because I know he's taunting. I know he's stopping rocks. I just go Emolga. And if you're playing from Bush's perspective, you're like, okay, I need Rocks Up. Reality is, at this point in the game... Oh, you go.
From the other side, I think Marshtomp isn't really that useful at all, and you would rather have it gone. Because it's just set up for the rest of the mons. So in hindsight, I think it is correct to stay in and try to go for the rocks.
All right.
Because it could be worse if, for example, Dragonair gets in and just gets a free Dragon Dance.
That is true. That is true. I mean, this thing does have both Toxic and Scald, but Shed Skin is an ability that exists. Just such a,
Yeah.
like I said, it's a weird turn to play because if Tomp stays in, and if Motham comes in, it's a situation where it's like, oh no, Motham's in, GG, got him, and it's like, if the barrel comes in, you just kind of have to play the turns as is. I don't really think Rocks messes up this team too much, other than Amolga's health bar, but in this position now, it being taunted is kind of huge. We're going to see the Rocks come up from the barrel, so that is Rocks up on the end of Shake. I don't think Bush is really in that bad a position, though. Does have Air Slash, I will say. It sets Air Slash, Discharge. Gonna see the Discharge come out. Sash revealed on the barrel. Para. Scald comes out anyways.
And a burn.
That's
okay.
important. Lefties. Alright. Got a Roost now. Oh. Ooh, save the sack. Save it for later.
I mean, Dragonair is super scary from Shake.
Yeah, Dragonair is scary.
If it's running hidden power fighting, it's looking kind of bad for Bushtush at this point. I don't know the Grumpig set, but
Grumpig is CM. No sub, 3 attack CM. I think the win con here, if you're Bush, is pawn. We're gonna see Grumpig come out though.
And a Mr. Mime.
I think you just...
Okay, so we...
No, you can't go for Calm Mind here, because this is Trick.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing that Shake is hoping for.
Right.
To catch something with Trick, and then Mr. Mime is also really scary.
Sack the Mulga here.
Ah, it screens.
Oh, it screens. That's big scary. He sees the play. He sees the play. Okay, he's going Poniard. He's like, okay, go ahead. He's swords dancing right here. Oh shit, it's got focus. Yeah, not on focus anyways. That's not on the team. That is not on the team. That is not on the He said, oh no, what the fuck? It's true.
I mean, to be honest,
that is not on the team.
He's got to go for it's a really good idea, because you can just go Reflect. On that turn, your opponent switches in Poniard.
This mime is dual screens, team lacks a Scarfer. Oh, okay. I actually, most variants of this team I see don't use screens, so I think that's why it threw me off. Now I gotta see Dragon Dance coming out from the end of Shake. I think this may be your wrap-up, though. And that's unfortunate. That's hell of a way to lose a game, honestly. The focus blast.
Never count out the crit.
That's not a part of that team. There's no way. I've never seen Focus Blast come off that Mon once. Offensively EV'd, though. Yeah, I think this is curtains for Bush.
I guess his one out is to hope for a confusion.
That is the out.
And then set up with his own Dragonair.
Yeah, you go Munch here, pray for the confusion, and then go set up. No, this might... I think it's actually the Dragon Tail set, so maybe better to sack the Denair and then win long game with Munch. Because Munch can stuff out the Motham.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the detail set. It's not a bad set, just a little bit more specialized for bulkier teams. Did I update the scoreboard? I never updated the scoreboard, did I? Hold up. I don't think it matters now, but... Yeah, for those now tuning in, that's what the score actually is.
And that's it.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's a wrap. There we go. Good game.
Wow.
Wait, maybe? Or confusion hit? No, he rolled rest to sleep talk. He has to get another turn. He has to get another one.
Wait, is it Dragon Dance, Dragon Tail?
Yeah, it's Dragon Dance, Dragon Tail. It's the anti-phaser set.
Okay.
We're gonna roll 2 rest
Yeah.
turns. Taunt coming out. Yeah, no, that thing usually does not run Focus Blast. You see the Dragon Dance coming out here?
It is only Focus Blast.
It's DMB, huge fan. You have fans in the show. No, he misses the... What is this in game? There's no way. And there it is. There it is. There's the D-Dare. Good game. That's curtains, man. What an end game. What an end game. That was some horse. Said GG's hell no. Why did I lose the tie? When these people, what the fuck is this commentary? No, I'm saying like what. It was just like, okay, so look at the sequence of events here. 2 sleep talks, Dragon Dance, taunt, like he did always win, but just watching the sequence of events was just hilarious. Like, look how many random misses and just plays that just did not matter. It was funny.
Yeah.
Meaningless Shake wins regardless.
Yeah.
That is true. Shake does win regardless, but it was funny watching it happen. Also, without the taunt, D-Nair can rest up and probably wins. There is actually a win route for D-Nair there, because it involves the dragon dances going up. Like, he gets 1, rests back up, and then he outspeeds D-Nair by like 1 speed point.
Yeah, and then you just hope for Dragon Tails with Sleep Talk. But yeah, I didn't expect this, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a bit of a crazy series there. You know, you don't really see sets like that too often. And now we were saying Bush
to be honest,
You go.
I have to say, Shake's team on both ends both had great mounts. Like in the first game, we had this wall rain, which in the beginning didn't look that threatening, but then when we saw that it actually outsped the Meganium, it kind of just 6-0s. And yeah, right here in the other game, this Mr. Mime just killing the Pawniard when you think Pawniard is your win condition.
Alright. Like, the Poniard was the win condition. Like, that, the thing that happened was just that Focus Blast just kind of out of nowhere. You don't usually see that on dual screens mime sets. So, neat tech from Shake. And I think that's going to be all I have to say. DMB, if you have anything to promote, feel free to do it before I close out the stream.
Nope, just have to say, gute Nacht.
Alright, yeah, it's late, so we're going to be back on later for Fink versus False, so stay tuned for that, and that'll be it for this set.